We're out on the field again. It's not nearly as windy today, which is great. Downside is it's not windy, but I exchanged the wind for severe muscle soreness. So my calves during the warm-up were pretty noticeable. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully the tenderness kind of goes away for the sprints, because we have a decent amount of volume today. But I mean, realistically, as long as I can just get through today feeling pretty okay with what we've done, then, you know, I'll take it. Anyway, we're getting started with the single response broad jumps. We're gonna do 3x3. So we're gonna take 3 single response jumps down probably towards the first cone, give or take, is normally where I make it. Obviously, I am trying to make it past that first cone, and we're gonna do the 3 jumps kind of in a row, quick break, and then we do the jumps again. 3 total rounds. Got the cleats on already, because in my squishy shoes, I tend to slide around, even though it is midday, so the grass isn't like too wet. But anyway, that's the deal. That's pretty good. I can't decide if I want to do like a rapid response or stick it, reset, and jump again. I kind of go back and forth between the two. So the stick and jump feels way better. So I'll probably just keep it that way. But we got one more, so. All right, set number 3. Rest periods have been pretty short, anywhere between like 45 to 60. So just because we're relatively fresh, so I don't really need to take long rest periods. Besides, we're gonna be out here for a while because I am taking longer rest periods for our 30s today. We're gonna need it, so. Ooh, clearing that first cone on those last 2. That feels really good. Cool. All right, so here's the deal with the sprints. We're doing 2 sets of 3 of 30-yard accels. So ideally, you're kind of hitting, you know, initial accel, 10, and the 20. Still not getting near max. We're staying sub max. You know, because the whole point of this is to kind of regulate your intensity. So that's the deal. 90 seconds to 2 minutes in between runs. And then in between sets, we'll probably take like a full rest, like 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know, that kind of depends. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys, just FYI, both of my batteries are low, so that's not good. I grabbed the wrong one, I guess. So we're gonna keep yapping to a minimum. You guys are just gonna see the sprints. And if I have anything important to say, I'll get it out. Otherwise, y'all are just gonna see sprint footage here in order to conserve. And then I'll get a fresh one for the lifting session, because obviously I'll be home to grab the fresh one. So anyway, that's the deal. 2 sets of 3 30-yard accels. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the first one since I'm already rolling. So I don't know if you can tell on video, but for this first set, I'm purposefully starting on the lighter side of things. And every time I see that cone in my peripheral, I'm gonna amp it up just a little bit, just a little bit. By the time we get to rep 4, 5, and 6, we'll be closer and closer to that 95%. All right, fellas, number 2. It's funny, I can feel my calves just walking over here. We're cooked. I'm feeling pretty smooth as I go through that. All right, guys, so that was our first set of 3. We took a nice long rest to recoup. Didn't really help. I still feel my calves just walking over here. So we're gonna do another 3, and then we'll be out of here. All right, same rules, accelerating. I try to accelerate for the full 20. It just kind of depends on how I feel. Sometimes I come up early because I'm a fucking wuss and I can't drive anymore, but like that one I came up early. I think I came up early before the 20. But I held on. Well, hold on, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I held on for so long. That felt like the longest drive ever. I'll stay down, keep driving. And then it almost felt like I couldn't hold it anymore. I just had to come up. And I almost felt faster than, or I felt like I was not able to keep up with my legs, oddly enough. I wonder if that's how you actually sprint. Light bulb. That felt good. Last one, fellas. We did good last time. Because I'm hitting those acceleration points. It feels good. And that last one felt good if the camera's still rolling. Is it? Yeah, it is. Wow, surprising. So yeah, the last run actually felt really good. I'm pretty happy with that. So moving into the last phase, I'm feeling pretty confident. So anyway, enough of that. Let's go home. That'll be it. We're doing the lateral jumps onto the bench and then chest passes into the wall. So that's the deal. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're doing throws first. We'll be back for the last set. Hey guys, last one. I changed up my throw a little bit. I kind of wanted to do a step forward chest pass because I was looking at my exercise history and I realized I've been doing like the regular chest throws for like several sessions now. So just wanted to change it up a little bit. And I did that on set 2. So you know. Gotta focus for these to make sure I don't eat shit. Hopefully you guys can see me while I was doing that. I didn't even consider I might be too far over. But anyway, now we're gonna get into prehab and then deadlifts. All right. Same deal, we got the little ISO for 10. And then 10 reps. And then one more ISO without losing your balance. Same deal on the other side. One more ISO. Cool. And now we got the supine hip hold, which I'm not going to film. I'm just going to knock it out because it's 90 seconds on the ground. And the few times I've done like the little time lapse thing, it's just pointless to show you. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out, and then we're getting a deadlift. So let's go. All right, guys, we're back in the mix. Trap bar deadlifts. Nothing too crazy because we're still deloading. So like Tuesday, where we front squatted for like, was it like 6 reps? I think it's like 5 to 7 reps or something. We're doing a similar thing here. I'm looking for 5 to 7. I was kind of thinking about just sticking with 6, just because it's the middle ground, and if it feels heavier than I'm expecting, go to 5. But we're not doing anything too crazy, and you know, I'm not really expecting a whole lot of struggle with this, aside from just like nervous system fatigue. But we're gonna do 162, which is what's on here right now. Then we'll go to 252, and then we'll go to 302 for 6, and we'll do that for 2 sets, I think. And that's kind of the plan. So not much. 4 sets total. So I mean, it's not anything crazy. And yeah, that's how that's gonna go. And then we got some accessory stuff, and then we're done, bro. Easy peasy. So hard part of today was the field work. That was the hard stuff, especially with sore calves. This shit was fucking miserable. So anyway, without too much yapping, because we're doing great on time, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this out. All right, here you go. 252. In case y'all don't know the numbers here, it's not 225. Going for 6. All right, 2 sets of 6 here. And again, I'm just doing touch and go. Like, I'm not dead stopping this. And that's just because, one, because dead stopping is way more exhausting. But two, touch and go is only really a problem if you're clearly bouncing the weight off the ground. A tap and go is not inherently worse than a dead stop. So keep that in mind. If you're the type of person that hates on touch and go. So, because I know there's people out there that do. One down, one to go. All right, guys, we got 3 sets of step ups from the previous week of 2 sets, keeping weight the same, at least initially. If by that 3rd set I feel like I can add some, then I will. But as of right now, we're just going to keep it where it's at and just try and get through the more volume. So. Didn't feel too bad, but I'm gonna keep it there for set 2 and then maybe go up for set 3. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna bump those up to 30 and we'll do our last set. Really, my only concern here is not kicking off with the bottom foot. That's as long as I'm not doing that, we're chilling. More. Oh, nice. All right, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this one. So here's the deal. Big old 100-pound dumbbell here. We're gonna do heels elevated goblet squat for 12, okay, to kind of set the bar. And then we're gonna rest pause for 2 sets. So What that means is 10 to 20 seconds in between those 3 sets. The second and third set, we're getting as many as we can. So again, if you guys are familiar with the previous videos, normally when we do this, we aim for half of whatever we got before as kind of like the bar. And then you just try and beat that, obviously. So if we're hitting 12 on the first set, I'd like at least 6 on the second one. And then let's say I get 6 and fail. The third one, I want at least 3. So that's kind of how that goes. Now, previously with the 1.5 reps, we've done like 60, 70, 80 pound dumbbells, I think, for the 1.5s. Felt easy the entire time. So the reason I jumped to 100 is because we're not doing 1.5s, we're just doing straight reps. And my record with the 100 pound dumbbell is 35 reps. So I said a 12 should be no problem. However, normally when I do that goblet squat challenge, I'm specifically training for it. Well, not really, but like I have an intention on doing it during the block. So this should be easier than it sounds, probably. But we'll see. That's why I'm going to failure on set 2 and 3. So we'll see how it goes. I imagine 12 probably won't be too bad, but you also have to remember we've done an entire training session up until this point. So I'm kind of tired. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into it. Now, if you haven't seen how to actually get one of these in a position, you're like, how the fuck are you going to get a 100-pound dumbbell in a position? Well, I'll show you. It's typically how I do it right here. Just pick it up, forehead. Oh. Not bad. 12 was definitely heavy. We're going to chill here for a little bit. Again, 10 to 20 seconds. There's 10 right there. Three, 2, 1. Seven. Not bad. Oh, not bad. Oh, God. That's 10 seconds. I'd like 4 here. 4 would be great. Starting from the bottom. I got 5. That's not. Oh, we did it. All right, guys. Work capacity finisher. Right here. We can do all 3 of these back to back. You know the drill. Oh. Roll on over. Oh, I lost a foot. Here we go. I'm back in. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. I don't know what I'm looking for up here. Ugh. All right, that's it. Thank fucking God. Thank God. Ah, that's the end of phase 2, man. Whew. That was kind of a tough block, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough block. Oh, I started feeling. Remember when we started phase 2? I was like, oh, I feel great. No issues, no joint soreness, whatever. And then I think like week 7, I think was when it started. I was like, oh fuck, start getting really sore then. But anyway, dude, fuck, man, that was a that was a tough phase, man. Real, that was a tough phase. Now for phase 3, we kind of kept sprint volume like the same, at least in some cases. I really don't ramp it up until like week 4, week 3, um, which is probably a good thing because I'm pretty sore. Um, but we'll kind of see how it goes. The strength training kind of remained the same, just in terms of layout and like what we're doing and stuff. It's just like exercise variation. Um, but next phase, we get into the fun stuff, man. We start running consistent 30s, 20-yard build-ups, 20-yard flies. Um, so yeah, we really get into it next phase, which is the whole purpose. I only do this once a year. So anyway, without getting too far ahead of ourselves, I feel good about phase 2. I think it definitely worked out better than the previous year, for sure. So hopefully we can keep the momentum, man. I mean, I'm feeling good. Obvious soreness, but I think that's just, I mean, you're either training hard enough and you're going to be sore, or you're training like a wuss and you're not really sore. And I know soreness is not an indication of an effective workout. Yeah, I fucking know. But if you train your ass off, you're going to be sore. Like that's just how it goes. You train your ass off and hard variations, working deep ROMs, fucking getting after it, you're gonna be fucking sore. So it's not like I'm trying to be sore, but I know that I'm doing probably as much as I can, given how I feel. So, but it's arguably easier from this point out, man. Like the sprint block is probably the hardest block of the year, at least when it comes to me, because I like lifting. So like, I mean, you definitely have hard days in the conjugate block where like max effort just does not budge. Dynamic effort feels like shit. But I enjoy that more and I'm better at it. Sprinting is fucking hard. And I got little bitch legs in terms of like ankles and calves and stuff. So I get beat up really fast. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I know this is a long video, it's a long session. So I'll see you guys for phase 3 here soon. Adios.